say blood thicker than water. But what about the tears though? Listen,
through the echoes, through the fall, through the fight, through the empty love we swore would make it right, through the cracks, through the tears, through the past,
still holding on to a love that just don't last.
right down to the line, through the heart and
Dinner table like a U, weed, meat, and tension in the air. Got more beef than Gordon Ramsay, but we still all there. Christmas photos looking perfect, Instagram deceiving, but behind the filter smile, some hearts still grieving. Got a brother like Kane, but I ain't trying to able out. Every argument we have feels like a bailout. Mom playing referee since '93. Between me and Pops, man, that's ancient history. Like hieroglyphics, our problems prehistoric, but that old man taught me chess, now my moves more strategic. They say I got his temper, his pride, his strong chin. Looking in the mirror like damn, I'm turning into him. Remember breaking curfew, climbing through windows, now I'm catching my own kid. Life's funny how it goes, full circle like a family ring. Passed down generations, building bridges over troubled conversations.
through the echoes, through the fall, through the fight, through the empty vows we swore would make it right, through the cracks, through the tears, through the past, still holding on to a love that just don't last. Right down to the line, through the heartache and the
Grandma's recipe book, more valuable than gold. Each page got a story that's never been told. Like how she fed a family of 8 on minimum wage. Now I'm tearing up, just flipping through the page. Uncle went to war, came back different, they say. But every Sunday dinner, man, he still leads to pray. Cousin on the West Coast, live in Hollywood. But when auntie got sick, first flight back to the hood. They say home is where the heart is, mine scattered like ashes. Cross country in pieces, but we still match like patches. On grandma's old quilt, yeah, we come apart, but somehow find our way back to the start. DNA deeper than features, it's how we carry pain. Generational trauma, trying to break these chains. But we also pass down love, strength, and pride. That's why I'm spitting these bars with family ties.
through the echoes, through the fall, through the fight, through the vows we swore would make it right, through the cracks, through the tears, through the past, still holding on to a love that just don't last. Right down to the line, through the heartache and the climb.
You know what I'm saying? Every family got their own drama, but at the end of the day, that's all we got. That's all we got.
fingers like grains in the glass, while memories fade into photographs.
7 years old, watching shadows dance on my wall. Time was this giant that I couldn't make fall. Now I'm watching my father's hair fade in the light. Time's a thief that moves silent, stealing colors in the night.
Remember when summer stretched out like highways? Now years fold like origami, disappearing sideways. Used to count days till Christmas, now I count gray hairs. Life's like wet paint dripping down time's twisted stairs.
My old toys in the attic covered in dust. Metal cars all rusted, childhood dreams gonna rust.
But what hit harder than seeing those forgotten things was
catching my reflection in mirror with broken wings. Now I understand why mama kept those photo books. Each page a butterfly trapped in amber precious looks. Time was an ocean back then, now it's just a stream, running faster than my legs can carry these dreams.
my phone, add faces growing old. Friends I used to know, stories left untold.
Kids growing like weeds in fast forward scenes, while my memories of them stay frozen in 18. Started counting backwards from milestones ahead. Now I'm counting forward from the moments that fled. Strange how time bends around the pain in our mind. Some scars take decades while some heal right behind. Got this watch from my grandfather's trembling hands. He said time's not money, son, time's grains of sand. Now I'm older than he was when he told me that truth. Watching my own hand shake, holding fragments of youth. Calendar pages falling like autumn leaves. Each season teaching lessons that nobody believes. Till you're standing in December looking back at May, wondering how whole lifetimes, wondering how whole.
Time slips through my fingers like grains in the glass, while memories fade into photographs. Calendar pages falling like autumn leaves. Each season teaching lessons that nobody believes. Till you're standing in December looking back at May, wondering how whole.
Won't find Salamo names in my tech. Put more meat on foes' ribs than they know what to do with. Bite right the t-shirt rib as he T-boned the deer like he ain't seen shit in years. Turn himself veggie, presto pesto, no carabiner. None of that over this way, come back another day. Meaning the Lord's day, the Lord said, never say never, but I'll get there. Odds a penny to a penny at the 7-9. $1 discount, G, that's 69. Houses swell your interest in playing 44s for rather than my funds. Either way, toting drum guns. It's not 3,000 an eyelid or 750 Mordors or a fourth of Europe. You know they kidnap people, right? You know what a hitman's for. Drop so many legacy shots, Gaia the divine descendant. Kill Bill like a 19th century Amish run. Married to my Joseph, born of divine blood. True, gladly wouldn't you and did take the lumps after the guest. Sheesh, goulash I guess. I like to call that Coventry. Coming tree, but no come for me. Weight like lemon scales to other butter cheese Jeopardy. A la Lambert, you're dead. Think whole God and credence will save them. Do you think you can live there? Linu Corp, I'm there. The Newton difference axis point. She looked so heavenly pleasant. Breaking bads to break the sun. Easy as a 1, 2, 3. Easy as a 1, 2, 3. Easy as a 1. As a 1, 2, 3. Easy as a 1, 3. Easy as a 1, 3. Heartbreak hit like a meteor shower. Scattered pieces of me across these midnight hours. Thought I was titanium, found out I'm glass. Funny how love make you drop that tough act fast. Remember December? Your coat on my chair. Now I'm seeing ghosts in all this empty air. Used to write love songs, now I'm writing eulogies for the kid I was before you schooled me ruthlessly. Time ain't no healer, more like a translator, turning fresh wounds into data for later. Each tear crystallized into wisdom gems. Now I'm mining pain for these strategic ends. See that first cut carved new eyes in me. Now I read people's hearts like poetry. You left me with a PhD and goodbye. Now every new hello comes with the side of why. Crazy how memory works like slow poison. Sweet at first taste, bitter when it's closing in. Found your old playlist, damn near lost my mind. Funny how songs become landmines with time. But check it, each explosion cleared some ground in me. Built foundations where your love used to sound in me. That void you left turned into a garden, growing roses from the seeds of all our pardons. Remember thinking love was simple mathematics. Add 2 hearts, subtract the world, that's all there is. Now I know it's more like quantum physics. Multiple dimensions, parallel existence. Yeah, you broke my heart, but broke my blinders too. Now I see myself in HD coming through. Crystal clear like morning after rainfall. Each crack you left, now letting in light, y'all.
Broken roads, broken codes, healing scars that nobody knows. Distance scattered, pieces whole, rebuilding my soul.
Street corner philosophy, lessons learned in the struggle. Every block's a classroom where survival means to juggle. Memories like chapters, some pages torn and faded. Childhood dreams and nightmares, how they've all been translated. Saw my neighborhood change faster than a magic trick. Gentrification moving in, making memories sick. Used to know every face on this block, now it's all unknown. Concrete jungle rewriting the stories we've always known. My daddy's work boots still sitting by the door. Silent testament to dreams he carried before. Immigrant hustle, second generation drive, carrying traditions just to keep our story alive. Every scar's a story, every wound's a lesson learned. Bridge between the old world and the new that we've discerned. City's pulse beating like a heart inside my chest. Rhythms of survival putting pain to the test. Who we were, who we become. Pieces of a puzzle never really done. Healing ain't linear, it's a spiral, understand. Tracing roots back home with an outstretched hand. Generational maps drawn in invisible ink. Streets speak louder than the words that we think. My bloodline's a network of underground cables, transmitting resilience through our survival fables. Grandma's whispers echo through concrete walls, her broken English holding more truth than city halls. Immigration stamps like chapters in our DNA. Each border crossed is another verse in our play. Trauma ain't a weakness, it's a complicated strength, passed down like heirlooms through emotional breath. See, we don't just survive, we alchemize pain, turn lead of oppression to gold in our veins. Societal pressure like geological force, compressing our stories but we stay on course. Diamond hard spirit formed under the weight of expectations. Prejudice, we reshape our fate. Look into my eyes, see generations fighting. Ancestors' struggles constantly rewriting. Our narrative ain't just about the struggle and strain. It's about breaking cycles, washing away the stain of silence, of shame, of systemic design. Reconstructing identity line by line. Not just surviving, but deliberately thriving. Proving our existence is more than just arriving. Who defines our boundaries? Who draws these lines between heritage and hope, between yours and mine? Cultural crossroads where identities blend, where every ending is really another begin. Rebuilding, 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 rebuilding my soul, my soul. Who draws these lines between heritage and hope, between yours and mine? Cultural crossroads where identities blend, where every ending is really another begin. Rebuilding my soul, my soul. Rebuilding my soul. Yeah, somebody I thought I knew, shadows of memories burning through. Now you're just somebody that I can't erase. Ghosts in my memory took up too much space. Cut you out like surgery, precise and clean, but your silhouette still haunts every scene. Somebody I used to know. Relationship autopsy, forensic in my flow. Dissecting what we were, what we never gonna grow. Remember when we were carbon, now we're just debris. Two atoms that collided, then split dramatically. Your picture in my phone now, more like crime scene tape. Cordon off emotions, no room left to escape. We built a whole universe, now it's just white noise. Conversations reduced to static broken toys. Thought I knew every chapter, every footnote and line, but love's like quantum physics, unpredictable design. One moment we're connected, next moment we're apart. Schrödinger's relationship, both both whole and torn apart. Your memory's a virus in my mental hard drive, trying to delete files, but some always survive. Chicago winter's cold, but our ending was colder. Communication breakdown, bridges getting older. Used to finish each other's sentences, now we speak in code. Encrypted heart messages that nobody decoded. Social media archaeology, scrolling through our past. Screenshots of forever that just weren't built to last. Each like, each comment, digital breadcrumb trail. Mapping out the moment when we were gonna fail. Who we were, who we became. Two strangers playing an emotional game. Distance measured not in miles, but in silence. Precision of a surgeon, emotional violence. Saw you at that intersection where our stories used to cross. Parallel lines now diverging, calculating total loss. Your new life looks filtered, Instagram perfection. But I know behind those pixels there's another reflection of a person I once knew before the walls went up. Before we learned that love ain't always enough. Generational patterns, repeating like a sample. Your daddy's heartbreak, my mama's pain were just an example of how love mutates, shifts like urban landscapes. Gentrifying emotions, leaving behind these scars and shapes. Now you're just somebody that I can't erase. Ghosts in my memory took up too much space. Cut you out like surgery, precise and clean. But your silhouette still haunts every scene. Somebody I used to know. Rise, rise, through the fire.
Through the fire, through the storm, broken but I'm never torn. Spirit dancing wild and free. Ain't no system gonna breathe for me.
Midnight thoughts like candle flames, burning through societal frames. See, wisdom ain't about the noise, it's about hearing your inner voice. Got more questions than answers stored. Life's a melody, can't be ignored. Walking tight ropes between dream and real, searching for that authentic feel. Rhythms of survival beating in my chest. Not about success, but passing every test. Mental fortitude sharper than any blade. Blueprint of a spirit that refuses to fade. Time ain't linear, it's a circular design. Moments stacking like pages in my mind. Some chapters hurt, some make you smile, but every experience adds another mile. Saw legends fall, saw underdogs rise. Truth hidden behind complicated lies. But peace ain't something you find outside, it's a garden you cultivate inside.
Who defines your limits? Who draws these lines between what you're told and what burns inside?
Ain't about the money, ain't about the fame, about finding your rhythm, your own unique frame. Street philosophers know the ultimate skill is turning pain to power through sheer will. Every obstacle's just another lesson learned. Every setback's a fire that's waiting to be burned. Transform that struggle into something divine. Rewrite the narrative, redesign your design.
Through the fire, through the storm, broken but I'm never torn. Spirit dancing wild and free. Ain't no system gonna breathe for me. Through the fire, through the storm, broken but I'm never torn. Spirit dancing wild and free. Ain't no system gonna breathe for me.
Rise, rise, through the fire. Breathe, believe.
Memories like watercolors, leading into each other. Soft edges, blurred lines between what was and what could be. Memories like watercolors, bleeding into each other, soft edges, blurred lines between what was and what could be. Memories like watercolors, bleeding into each other, soft edges, blurred lines between what was and what could be. Memories like watercolors, bleeding into each other, soft edges, blurred lines. Between what was and what could be.
Architecture built from stolen moments, memories like negative space, what remains unspoken. Quantum entanglement of two souls out of sync, dancing on the razor's edge where possibilities blink. City lights bleeding through hotel room curtains. Uncertainty's my only constant, of that I'm certain. Each breath a negotiation between what is and might be. Tracing emotional topography, mapping out our geography. Conversations deeper than ocean floor trenches. Vulnerability stripped down beyond conventional benches. Your silence speaks volumes louder than metropolitan noise, decoding emotional frequencies beyond binary choices. Intellectual intimacy beyond physical connection. Reading between the lines of each subtle inflection. Got me questioning everything I thought I knew. About love, about time, about me, and about you.
Fragments of us drifting like dust between what we are and what we might trust.
See, connection ain't linear,
Yeah, it's a complex design, probability waves of emotion crossing every line. Your energy moves like quantum mechanics, unpredictable, chaotic, beautifully manic, deconstructing traditional narratives of love, rebuilding from fragments, the softer thereof. Intellectual foreplay, more intimate than touch. Conversations that reveal but never reveal too much. Navigating emotional landscapes uncharted and wild, where vulnerability's currency and truths never foul. Got me thinking about consciousness, about how we perceive the spaces between heartbeats where real stories breathe.
What if love is just radical acceptance of incompleteness, of the spaces we cannot fill in each other?
Breaking down walls built from historical pain, reconstructing intimacy beyond traditional frame. Not about possession, but mutual revelation. Emotional intelligence as true communication. Your presence a meditation, your silence a poem. Complex as neural networks, soft as wind blown. Challenging every preconception about connection. Rewriting emotional algorithms, defying projection. Love as an active verb, not a passive state. Dynamically shifting, refusing to stagnate.
We are unfinished, continuous, becoming. 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 Painting rainbows when it storm, when it rain. Painting rainbows on the seats in a train. I paint rainbows when I speak, when I sing. I paint rainbows when I speak, when I sing. They selling out their soul for riches. Piss poor, they broke in the spirit. Still here with the ones that I came with. Still here with the ones that I came with. Sunshine, yeah, sunny sunshine. We still here, bitch, look, we alive. Late night studio, grind, grind, grind. We still here when they thought we would die. Mama raised a solid rock. Came from the ground, but I touched the sky. You could do anything you want in this life. You could do anything you want in this life. One for the dreamers, one for the kids, one for anyone going through shit. Plot, plot, execute, plot, dream big. Money got sent, then bitch, plot again. Plot, pure like the ocean, hard like a rock. There's rocks on my neck and there's rocks in this Glock. Yeah, hold up, we finna show ya. Black bitch in a white Range Rover. This is the original, but don't run it up. Don't run it up, don't run it up. Hey, this is the original, but don't run it up. Don't run it up, don't run it up. I was born with my feet in the sand. I know it's a God in the sky when I pray. I do for the ones that do for me. I do for the ones that do for me. All my rap drifter shit, yeah, rap drifter drip. Fuck around, baby, pass me the spliff. I'm just saying, don't be loose with your tongue. Everything you say come right back around. I got eyes in these rooms. Might as well be a spy in this room. Oh, when I look at your face, I can tell what's the truth. I reach for the sky, the sky, the sky, the sky.
Gives me the moon. Every time I tell the truth, gives me the moon. Every time I tell the truth, I tell the truth, I tell the truth,
I tell the fucking truth, bitch.
This is the original, but don't run it up. Don't run it up, don't run it up. This is the original, but don't run it up. Don't run it up, fucking truth, run it up. This is the original, but don't run it up. Don't run it up, don't run it up. This is the original, but don't run it up. Don't run it up, fucking truth, bitch.
Fit, I will never fall back. If you inauthentic, you're my doormat. Copycat, 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 cat. 5 minutes in the booth, it's a rap, huh?
3 a.m. conversations hit different when they honest. Your silhouette against city lights, looking timeless. Speaking truth through the static of midnight confessions. Each word like smoke rings floating past simple questions. Got me feeling vulnerable, stripped down to essence. Your energy's electric, but your touch is renaissance. Building something dangerous with these paper foundations, but your love got me floating past my hesitations. Started as a text thread, turned to late night drives. Now we're building universe between your place and mine. Your perfume mixed with rainfall on my leather seats. Got me thinking about forever on these empty streets, slow dancing with our shadows to that Maxwell song. You humming melodies that prove me wrong about love being temporary, hearts being weak. Now I'm drowning in your wavelength, barely trying to speak.
Love hits different in the nighttime, when the city sleeps but our hearts wide, like dark honey dripping slow through the cracks of what we don't know, what we don't know. Love hits different in the nighttime, when the city sleeps but our hearts wide, like dark honey dripping slow through the cracks of what we don't know, what we don't. And they say love is blind, but maybe love just sees past the surface design, into deeper seas, into deeper seas, into deeper seas.
Your love tastes like dark rum and heavy thoughts, speaking in tongues that only midnight taught. Seeing constellations in your beauty marks, drawing maps between them when we're in the dark. They say trust is earned, but with you it's given. Like breathing underwater and still living. Every touch deliberate, every moment carved into memories that keep my cold heart scarred. Bad timing made good by your patience, building temples out of contemplation. Your wisdom ancient, but your soul's so new. Got me seeing colors in different hues. Found peace in places I used to fear, like the silence when you're near. Love used to feel like drowning deep, now it feels like finally getting sleep. Sometimes love ain't about the fire, sometimes it's about the slow burn, the quiet moments between heartbeats, when time dissolves and we just learn to breathe together.
Love hits different in the nighttime, when the city sleeps but our hearts wide, like dark honey dripping slow through the cracks of what we don't know, what we don't know. Love hits different in the nighttime, when the city sleeps but our hearts wide, like dark honey dripping slow through the cracks of what we don't know, what we don't know, what we don't know, what we don't know, what we don't know.
From broken roads to quantum love's design, tracing invisible maps where memories align. Each song a chapter, each verse a city block, reconstructing identity, breaking generational lock. Healing ain't linear, it's a spiral we climb, collecting fragments scattered across space and time.
We are the stories we refuse to forget. Blueprints of survival, emotional debt. Rebuilding ourselves from the pieces we've known. Breaking cycles, finding home in the unknown.
Daddy's work boots, mama's unspoken dreams, immigrant hopes sewn into cultural seams. Love like quantum physics, uncertain yet true. Probability waves of me transforming to you. Listen, these tracks ain't just music, they're archaeological dig sites, excavating truth from the concrete of our lives. Each beat a heartbeat, each rhyme a lifeline, connecting dots between what was and what could be.
Somebody I used to know, somebody I'm becoming. Broken roads, healing codes, our stories keep running. Somebody I used to know, somebody I'm becoming. Broken roads, healing codes, our stories keep running. Somebody I used to know, somebody I'm becoming. Broken roads, healing codes,
Your mind is programmed to drift on these words. Use my voice in your head as a thread to your heart. All that pain you're carrying.